Hello. I think are we live yet? I don't know how to do the timing. Hold on. The music's loud. Oh my god. For once, the music is loud. Yeah, because we're rocking out. Hold on one second. It is a good song though. Okay, there you go. Much better. Hey, Fonzie, what's up? Connorman. Hi, MZ. Hey, that's me. That's Mikey Z. That's my IRL name. That's what sometimes people call me. Not a bot. What's going on, my dude Reno? Guys, I gotta be honest. I had a rough day today. Mavdev. Sorry, Mavdev. Dude, I love the dev names because I know you guys are making games. Let me turn this down a little bit more. 12. Is that good? Alex, my favorite hater. Just kidding. We're starting off with bad foot. Hey, it's 5 in the morning. Yeah, dude. It is 10 p.m. here. I'm drawing a transformer. Also, went on a 4-hour bike ride. But yeah, I haven't ridden a bike in so long. They say you can't forget how to do it, but I don't. It's been. Holy fuck, has it been a decade? Steven 556X. What's up? What's up, my guy? What's up, my duderinos? And then the big camera reveal. I cut off all my hair. No, I didn't. It's the same. Still the man bun. That'd be cool though if I did something like that. No, still the same. Although at work the other day, I haven't had my hair down for the first time in a long time. It's very long. I haven't come out. This sounds like a joke, exaggeration where I make shit up. But I went to work with my hair down for the first time in a little bit, and they're like, it's long, and I was like, yeah, I haven't cut it since 2019. It's before COVID. I know that. I used to say I stopped cutting it because of COVID. It's not true. I just hate haircuts. It's really not fun. I made my first game last week and submitted it to the Godot Wild Jam 67. It was stressful but fun. What kind of game was it, Steve? I gotta know. Should I sleep? Almost certainly should sleep. Every time I stream, we stream for too long. I'm a little sleep deprived and it fucks my shit up. Standard platformer, love standard platforms. Every game I ever make is kind of a little bit of a platformer fish. You should give the fish his own channel in the Discord. Fishbowl1. The fish just has too much power, and I'm worried that you all are going to leave me for the fish channel. I probably shouldn't admit this, but I am threatened. My masculinity is heavily threatened by fish in Discord. Yeah. And for some reason, it's captivated the hearts of the viewers, and there's nothing I can do about it. We're in a fish world, and it's a fish world, we're living in it. I feel like the music's still a little, it's a little loud for me. Maybe it's good for you guys. Can never tell. Let's bring it back up. Turn it down a little bit. 10. I got a couple things happened today. One, I got roasted. Okay, here's the thing. We were posting cringe on main. Okay, we posted the other day. I had to take about Ocarina of Time versus Majora's Mask. It was a take. I was having fun. Okay, so I posted it. I posted the short. And it did really poorly, and that was okay. I was like, listen, no one saw it, no one cares. Some guy said I'm an idiot, and that was fine. Then the shorts, if you don't know this, the way shorts work in YouTube is that YouTube just decides to put you on blast sometimes. And around like 3 hours after I posted this short, YouTube put me on blast. And then I was inundated with about 50 comments of people calling me a baby who couldn't beat Majora's Mask. That's why I hated it. Get good. It was literally like floods. It was probably... I don't think there's a single comment defending me. But to be fair, it was me being, I don't want to say polarizing. It was me sort of saying, if you like Majora's Mask, you have to go back to school. I hope you learn how to read soon. Like I wasn't that bad, but it was not good either. So some days you're just not in for it, right? Some days there's just a certain level of like criticism online, and it puts you back on square one. Like, yeah, listen, we gotta chill on posting shorts of anything. We need to post game dev shorts. We're game devers. We know how to talk about game dev stuff. I don't know if I'm qualified to talk about Legend of Zelda. New Zoomers never heard of that game anyway. Yeah, so that was a rough one today, gotta be honest. Although, I think I'm just supposed to get good at taking criticism, right? When you put out content. I'm so used to all of the YouTube stuff is me sharing myself working on games. It's like 99% positive, and this is the first video I've ever had where it's like 75% likes, 25% dislikes. And I'm such a baby. I'm like, oh fuck, I should just delete my YouTube channel. Like I don't know how to respond to that. So controversy sells. Does it sell? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure about any of that. Yeah, but anyway, that happened today, and the problem with Ocarina of Time is that half the dungeons suck. You're out of your mind, David Scott. I'm glad someone here. Look, I'm getting baited already. Half the dungeons suck. The only dungeon that's not good is of course the water temple. Okay, every other dungeon's fine. What's wrong with the? Maybe you can convince me, but name one thing wrong with another dungeon. My brain's loading. I'm trying to think of something. Okay, now I should play the old Zelda game to prove I'm not a zoomer. Fuck sleep. You should play through them. They're really fun. I feel like I have a solidified take now that I've seen the hatred come through. For there's these people that grew up with Majora's Mask, and I think they played it. I think Fire Temple is dull. Listen, the Fire Temple had that interesting music though. I gotta give a shout out to that. It was like weird chants, and then like remasters they took it out. The Fire Temple's not that bad though, is it? We're talking about like the adult Link Fire Temple, right? Where you have to have like the red tunic. Bro, please tell me. Hold on. Do we have top chat on, or do we have... It says on my screen, okay? We have live chat. Okay, we need to read this chat. Top chat is defaulted to my OBS, and I'm sorry, there's no way I can change it. I don't know what's going on there. But I can see live chat, okay? Okay. Yeah, live chat is way better. I don't know why it defaults to top chat. It really does skip like half your guys' shit. Okay, if I'm not responding to you in the past streams, just know it's not because I'm avoiding you. And if you see another small streamer, I think YouTube has this issue where you pop out chat and then you tell it to go onto OBS like I have here, and it skips. It defaults to top chat. Like so, if you can see on my screen here, this is the same exact chat. Oh yeah, I can move it. This is the same exact chat. That's the top chat. I'm just streaming this screen, but this one's live and that one's not. It's so bizarre. But anyway, that's why if I ever miss stuff, this is why. Yeah, look, like David Scott got cut out there. Sorry, David Scott. The Fire Temple. Oh no, it's up there. Who else got? Someone got cut out. Someone got cut out. I don't know. It does some weird cutting sometimes. Okay. Anyway, bro, please can you tell me which genre is best for making more productive platformer or game styles like yours? Wait, what genre? What do you mean by that? Official Sun Jiw. What genre? A platformer is the genre. Please tell me. Which genre is best to make more productive game platformer? I'm not sure I understand that. Goose, I spent an hour on stream. Yeah, you didn't spend an hour. It was mostly you didn't need to spend an hour. I guess you did spend an hour, huh? What's up, Christian? How you doing, buddy? Hey, MZF, can I get some game dev advice? I hope I can give you advice. Let's see. How do you get your player to hold weapons and let them switch? Okay, I'm actually dealing with this problem right now. I saw thinking hiding weapons you don't have and showing what you do is what you should do. So what I do, there might be, honestly, someone might have a better, as if I'll play gives you my mom. No. Vera Studios told me no more your mom jokes. We're falling out. He said every time I do a your mom joke, he thinks about unsubscribing, and if I lose him, guys, we lost the stream. He's the most important sub arena that we have. To no more your mom jokes. Damn, I had a stroke while rereading my text. It's okay. Sometimes I have a stroke while I'm reading normal text. Man, if I ever get a stroke IRL, it's gonna be real depressing. I'm like, I deserve it. All these stroke jokes. So when I do weapon mods, what I'm doing is or not mods, but weapon swapping. What I'm doing is loading and queuing free, like getting rid of the mod. So if I have the weapon on a gun. So if I have a weapon on a gun and I pick up a new weapon, what I'm doing is I'm deleting the old weapon, picking up the new weapon. But if you have different, you're going to have like an array of like equipped weapons. This is what I would think you're doing. Although you might not want to load. I mean, you can load them and then, like I said, there might be someone that has better advice to this. I've never done this in a game, right? Most of the stuff that I do is very simple, right? So I have one weapon at any time in Far Gun Frontier. And then when I switch weapons, sorry, I'm just like adjusting sounds and stuff. Everything is like so loud for me, and I know it's not that loud for you guys. Oh, this is quiet now. Hold on. Let me mess with this. 1 second, guys. I'm an amateur streamer. We are not doing great. This has to be like 15 or some shit, right? And then this can go down for me. That way you guys can hear it. I am not deaf. Okay. That should be good. Let me know. Huh. Let me know, guys, okay? You know what I just realized? What's that, Goose? Different. I had trouble following simple instructions in games as a kid. I couldn't read English. It amazed me that I could finish Pokemon games, to be honest. Yeah, Pokemon games bored the fuck out of me. There's so much reading, and then I don't feel like the story was that... Okay, am I saying controversial shit? I'm sorry. We won't clip this for the gram, okay, for the TikTok. But I always felt like the story was always really mid and bad in Pokemon games. Isn't it just like there's an obvious villain and they're the bad guys? And then you have to like... You're sort of like skipping the text in those games just to get to the fun RPG stuff. Although, here's something... I don't know if this is a take that's popular in the community. I always felt like that stupid thing that levels up your Pokemon when you don't use them. I feel like that discouraged me. Am I crazy on that? I liked when I threw out Magikarp and he just sat there and floundered and he got hit, and then I switched him out for a good Pokemon to kick someone's ass. And then eventually Magikarp turned into Gladisaur. What's the fucking name of the not Blastoise? What's big Magikarp? I can imagine what he looks like. You guys know what I'm saying. Glastoid? Oh no, it's gone. It's gone. I learned too many Vector 2 things. Gyarados. Oh my god, nailed it. Gyarados. Yeah, Gyarados. That's what I said. I nailed it. Gyarados. I think I almost said that. I mean, valid, but you got to take into account that grinding sucks. Yeah, but I like grinding. Okay, I'm a big believer in like wasting my time to do a thing, and then feeling so invested because I spent so much time. But I'm also a weirdo, right? I spent 2 months fighting through Millennia on Elden Ring Soul Level 1. I like wasting time. It makes me feel like I'm doing something. Also, I'm a big like fan of you play a game that's really mindless, has nothing going on, and I'm grinding something. And then in a second monitor, there's interesting content like my stream. Well, not my stream. Some other stream, maybe. It's called Gladys or something. Yeah, I nailed it. Honestly, I think experience share is nice because each team member had coverage. If I didn't use it for a gym, it's too irrelevant. Or a gym or two, it's just irrelevant. Oh, okay, got you. Here's the thing. I feel like those games got really easy. Elden Ring is pretty good. I like Elden Ring. But honestly, if I rank Elden Ring in terms of Soul games, I know we're jumping around a lot. I think Elden Ring is like... I think it's middle of the pack for me. And here's why. If I'm going to sit down right now and play Elden Ring, right? I hate the idea that I have to go get... You have to kind of like go through the open world and find that random stuff that's going to make your build good. You have to go find all the golden orbs that are just like on the ground randomly. And you have to go like... There's so... And the repeated content. Those are the two things. When I start a new run, I have to go do the same stuff I've done a million times. And then I have to prepare for like repeated boss. I don't like the repeated boss stuff. Also, I really like level design. I feel like when Elden Ring was at its best, it was you going into the main quest lines where like it converges on the main city stuff, and you're going through the areas that feel like Dark Souls again. But when it opens up, man, there's something about being on my horse and like there's a bear, and I just think to myself, what was the point of fighting this bear? Like, he's gonna fuck me up, it's gonna be a hard fight, and then he's gonna respawn. There's really nothing blocking me. I can just run away from him. Yeah, I don't know. My brain might be broken on it. Maybe the Soul of 1 run broke me. It could have. It honestly could have. Let's turn OBS over here. Okay. Alqueb, I thought you were ignoring me. Not me. Did you say something before though? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. We have live chat up. And I can see where it skips stuff. It is wacky how it randomly decides to skip people. Actually, you know what? It's not always skip. Maybe it is working. Because it looks like it's good now. It might just be inaccurately showing. Okay, I think we're good. I think some parts, David Scott, I think some parts of Pokemon are fun. But the base game battles are fairly shallow by JRPG standards. Yeah, I think that was always the point, right? It was supposed to be like, I don't want to say baby's first RPG, but the idea of Pokemon was like, we have a bunch of kids that really like this game. How do we get them into a pretty complex genre, which is an RPG? Although if you think about it, RPG sort of won out in the turn of like the 21st century. Because it would be like, okay, RPGs are so complex, there's so much happening, and then as we sort of nailed what it is to be a fun RPG, we took all of those out of RPGs and put them into every cool game. There's a reason why in Call of Duty you kill someone and like experience comes up, right? And you level up things. Like, we realized that like, oh wait, this stuff is addictive and fun. Let's just take out the part where you have to like open up a menu and it's like a million different like differentiating things, and you're trying to dig through to put materia on your Blizzard weapon sword. Yeah, they like took out all the stuff that slows you down, and then they capitalized on all the stuff that's like really addictive and really fun. But Pokemon was probably one of the earliest ones to be like, what's the simplest way we can make an RPG? I'm surprised there aren't more Pokemon likes. I know there are some, but Yeah. Question: do you think local multiplayer only game is still worth making if networking isn't possible? Ooh, depends on the type of game. You would have to have something. So if it's on PC, you're gonna want something that people can play on one keyboard and mouse. Or you could be plugging in multiple controllers, but I just don't see that happening for most people. Most people don't really. Yeah, they aren't gonna set up to do that. Am I wrong, guys? I feel like if I was selling a game and it was really dependent on local multiplayer, it'd have to be some weird ass game where like someone's WASD, someone's like a 2-player game, and it's someone's using like the arrow keys. Because otherwise, it'd be really weird that like there's no chance they're plugging in 2 Xbox controllers into this laptop. Maybe. I don't know. I'd be really worried. If I'm putting money into it, if it's a Steam game, yeah, I'd be terrified. I always say multiplayer games seem the biggest all or nothing in terms of making games. You have these giant juggernauts, these Among Us, these the space game where you land and you collect resources. You guys know what I'm saying? Hold on. Make my brain get it. I always think limited space. Fuck me. The space game where you land and there's little spooky aliens and there's no combat and you're getting stuff and bringing it back to the ship. Not Helldivers. It's a lot like Helldivers. What's the one that's like Phasmophobia but not Phasmophobia? Anyway, there are these multiplayer games that are super booms. Lethal Company. Thank you, Christian. I appreciate you. Lethal Company is what I'm thinking of. There are these giant booms, and then I think you don't see the buzz, right? Because when a game comes out and no one really plays it, it doesn't go viral. You don't really know about the buzz. Unless there's some post that's like, I lost all my money and now I'm homeless. Then you might see about that. Have you ever worked on a 3D game? No, I've never worked on one. And at this point, it seems dumb to not focus on all the stuff I've learned on 2D. Meaning that I spent basically half a year learning 2D. Let's capitalize on it. Let's try to make some game out of it. So I think that's what we're going to do for Far-Gone Frontier. Also, thank you guys for like asking me all these dumb questions. It really helps me get through. Because otherwise, I don't know what I'd be saying. Also, unsolicited multiplayer tip. Proximity chat makes everything... yeah, I agree. Proximity chat is fun as fuck. Even back in the day. I think there was a worry at some point that proximity chat might be too toxic, but I gotta be honest. Proximity chat makes it feel way more engaging. Yeah. It seems like a slam dunk for... if you could fit it into a game, if it makes sense, I don't understand why you would not do it. Alright. We can close this out. What are we doing here? Okay. Here's the thing. We didn't do much work, but tomorrow is going to be a big day. I can feel it. The worst part, Christian says, the worst part is when your party want to use Discord instead of proximity chat. Yeah, it's true. So you have to plan for that. If your game is broken with Discord, then I would probably rethink... A Lethal Company might be a little broken with Discord. Is it broken? If you really want to do it, you can do it, right? You don't have to like cheat if you don't want to. Yeah. Isn't Phasmo sort of the same way? Like Phasmo is like you're talking to people when they're nearby, but if you just were on Discord, it kind of just breaks the whole game. How can I go about getting into game development from scratch? From scratch or with Scratch? Scratch seems cool. Scratch seems like a good way to go if you've never done any kind of coding at all. Seems like it's all visual based. I've never done it, so caveat to that. My interaction with Scratch is that I see people make YouTube videos that say I made an MMORPG in Scratch, whatever they say, whatever the clickbaity title is. I made the best game you never heard of in Scratch. But I don't think you're asking about Scratch anyway. Using Unity, I think you're in good... All the Unity hate aside, Unity's settled in an okay place right now. I think using Unity is totally good. Nothing wrong with it. Actually, go about getting into game development. Start something you're okay to walk away from. I've said these tips a lot, so this is like doing the leg tutorial stuff. I don't mind answering, but if you've heard these before, I'm not going to be anything new. Work on a small project. Work on something you're okay to walk away from. And just be aware if you have experience with coding, you're probably going to write okay stuff, and this is not really for you. If you have little to no experience coding, just work on actively getting better. The reverse is kind of also true. If you have no experience with art and it's your first time doing that, you're going to probably make some crunchy art that maybe won't fit together or be that great. Just be aware of it. Be aware of what's happening. Try to be happy with where you're at. Don't kill yourself. Don't be over... Here's the thing, okay? We're jumping around a little bit here, but when we work on projects when we're younger, we're sort of given this inherent trait that we're not supposed to be good at things because we're young. Think about it. When you're like 10 years old, if you drew something that's like kind of good for a 20-year-old, you're a god, right? But as 20 years old, you draw something that's kind of good for a 20-year-old, you're like, hey man, that's kind of cool. So when you're young, you get this amazing positive reinforcement for, I don't want to say mid-art, but for something that's middle of the road, not the best thing I've ever seen, just sort of average, okay stuff. And that is an incredible motivator for you to keep doing projects. The problem is, as we get older in life and as we stop being kids and start being adults, you have to find that motivation internally. There probably won't be these people that are like, oh my god, you're 30 years old and you drew like a little guy and he's got a sword. That's so good. You're gonna be so good at this. You should go to school for this. You sort of lose that, right? That's gone. And now it's just this inner focus. So there's two things that are happening. One is you develop taste as you get older. Now you start to be more critical of what you see, including the things you make. And then two, you're expected to do better things because, like, you know, you're an adult, right? So with those two things in mind, don't be too hard on yourself. Make sure you value the time you spend doing a thing. Enjoy at least some of it. But then also know that you're going to get better. So, yeah, don't freak out. Don't freak out. Keep working on stuff. You're going to get better. Those are, like, some of the key things. I know that's a little scramble-brained, but I put a lot of thought into it, and I do think that when you're younger, there's a reason why we see kids work on stuff, and they develop these amazing skills. And we sort of like view them as like, oh, you were gifted or something. It's totally, totally not true. All that's happening there is that you're doing something at a young age and we're encouraging it because it is impressive for a young age. But the truth is that if we were to start now at our ages, it's going to be around the same skill level. You probably have some progressive, faster way to comprehend things in the same way that you can comprehend language at a younger age. There probably is some of that happening. But the bigger thing is that when you're older, you have better taste and it's easier just to say, I suck, I want to give up. Also, I have bills, I have a life. There's so many things getting in the way, pushing you down, right? Very good knowledge. I don't know. This is how I feel. We should play the alarm, the I'm a dumb fuck alarm. This is the I'm a dumb fuck alarm. This is how I feel, and in a couple months I might change, and maybe a couple years I might change, but for right now, that's where I fit on all that. I'm trying to give you guys my honest opinion, because a lot of times when I worked on pixel art, I started when I was like 28, 29, 27, no, yeah, 28, 29, and I was lucky enough to find the good in some of it. But you guys know me. I'm very self-deprecating. I very much was like, I hate this. This is not good. And there's definitely art that I drew, deleted, then finally you give it to someone. And then you know what'll happen is that you work on art and you hate. Yeah, I'm 32 years old. Nick, what's up, dude? You work on art. You don't sort of okay, I lost my train of thought on that. I don't know. Art is really hard. You're gonna love some of your art. You're gonna hate most of your art. But as you do more and more of it, I think you slowly start to feel your style. You sort of like what you like. Nick, you threw me off. I love you, buddy. I was doing it. That one was for the gram. I felt like we lost it at the end. Okay, and that's why Majora's Mask is not a great game. How would you go about training game art? Let's move your chat over here so we can read. We're readers. We're reading chat right now. How would you go about training game art? A lot of guides exist for traditional art. You know what's interesting? One time I got a tattoo. This one little tattoo. This little Binding of Isaac tattoo. I was in the tattoo place. I was getting pressure to get it. I don't have any regrets on getting the tattoo. I like the tattoo. But while I was sitting there was a little, like, book on this, tattoo places are so weird. They're full of stuff I would never put on my body and want to see on anyone else's body. Not to be mean, but it's like, here's a dragon smoking weed. And I'm like, that's cool. But on this coffee table, next to the dragon smoking weed, was which I have on this arm is a dragon smoke. I'll show you later. Was this little book and it was icons, and I opened it up and I looked at it. It was like sort of small tattoo ideas. I forgot the name of the book, but it was really fucking interesting because most of what was happening in the book was inadvertent pixel art. I mean, it wasn't pixel, but it was basically pixel art. And I probably looked at it. I think I was waiting to get the tattoo done or whatever. So I was just flipping through it. And there's some fascination with, like, when art gets small enough, you really have to figure out what it means to be the thing, right? Because you sort of cut out all, like, not all the expression, but you sort of are limiting some of the expression. You're running out of space, you're running out of colors. This book in particular was just black and white because it was tattoo stuff. I don't know, it really stuck with me. Not enough for me to remember the name of the book. I knew it was like $18 on Amazon because I think I looked it up at one point. But it was interesting. So there's definitely a different art from there between learning pixel art and learning rest of art. Oh, I'm realizing right now, you said, how about train for game art? Game art is about perspectives, I guess. If you're not doing pixel art, you're just doing any game art. If you're doing isometric, you're trying to get down that perspective, and you're trying to learn how many times you have to draw the same thing over and over again. I always talk about the directions we draw things. Are we drawing characters in one direction and flipping it, so left and right? Or are we drawing in 4 directions where we have left, right, up, down? And then the dreaded 8 directions, guys. Oh my god. What cucked loser is drawing in 8 directions? I'll answer. Better artists than me, because I fucking suck at that shit, okay? It is incredibly hard to draw in 8 directions for how many bosses, enemies, characters, assets. It spirals out of control so fast. Mad Men, I guess so. Or it could be really great artists who have someone who's coding a little too slow for them. So they're like, listen, instead of waiting for my coder to do stuff, we're just going to keep drawing. We're going to draw all the perspectives. We're going to have it all in here. I did see one time that Binding of Isaac had everything in Binding of Isaac is 4 directions, I believe, but they're very limited in 4 directions. 4 is already enough. I agree. 4 is enough. If I was going to do anything, I would do... If I was going to change anything, I do 2, which is very minimal. If I was going to change anything, I might go up to 4, but never 8. But I did see in Binding of Isaac, they had one enemy that was like a wheel character, and they purposely broke it, and they made him go in 8 directions. And it paid off, but I will say, maybe it's because we do game design, but I did stand out to me, where I was like, this little dude is doing different things. Yeah. Quick note here. I didn't do nothing since we last streamed, okay? I'm not that lazy. Algweb. I like drawing for platforms. 4 platforms for that reason. 1 is plenty. 24 directions. No. Sorry, I just had to think if there are 24. Because you do up, down, left, right. That's 4. Then another 4 is 8. Then 8 more. Then 8. No, come on. Jeez, guys. Guys. No. This is... At that point... We're talking about making a 3D game, you know what I'm saying? We're drawing some 3D stuff. Okay, so I didn't do nothing, right? So I mapped out, this is the potential, this looks bad, and it's gonna look a little better in a second, but just give me a second here. So when I do art, usually what I'll do is map out very basic, so we can see here, this is like the art for Far Gone Frontier with no lighting, and then I was like, we gotta map out some kind of Coliseum thing. So we mapped out this very basic brick stuff, and then from there, I was like, let's see. Yeah, okay, this is from Cat Jam. In Cat Jam, I drew some bricks. And I like these bricks quite a bit. I wasn't going to steal them. They're my bricks. I can steal them. You can't stop me. They're my... I drew them. It's not stealing. But I'm not going to do that. Because I think as an artist, if you draw something you like, you should be able to draw it again, right? You shouldn't be like, I drew one thing one time and I can never redo it, right? So I like these bricks. They're notably much smaller. So I didn't change that. But we need to do art on this, right? So we did. And I lied to you guys, so we covered it up. So this is what I drew. So I think that sort of mirrors it. We have blocks that are sort of falling off and looking like they're falling apart. So that's my process for drawing and making art, right? I'll map out sort of the base color. We have the shadow, we have the highlight there, the normal color there, and then like this dark inner shadow. Then we start adding stuff as we get more and more complicated just because you're trying to differentiate. I don't have a hard set rule on how many colors I'm going to use, but it's about 5, maybe 6, and it probably should be less, right? It should be 5. You don't want too many colors, but I think this is good. And then from here, what I can do is we can keep drawing, which I probably won't do on stream just because I don't know, it's cringe. I draw and delete and draw and delete. Or what we can do is we can start almost airlifting parts of this. Now it's not going to be just like this, but you can kind of area is empty. Okay, makes a lot of sense. You can kind of start to like move stuff, and then all of a sudden we're getting closer to. For how quick that was 2 seconds, that wasn't bad, okay? So I'm just saying. It is a process. A lot of the process is you sort of map out something really bad, and then you jump in with the detail. You don't want to start with detail too soon, but this worked out pretty well. So we're not going to do that, though. We're going to draw some more. We're going to have these blend in. But yeah, and then we're going to get to the point where, hopefully, this guy can exist. We have to touch up this guy. He's a weird looking dude, and right now you can see the colors are really clashing. Although, to be fair, some of this is gonna just clash, and that's gonna be okay. So, what's gonna happen here is that when this stuff goes into Godot, we're gonna canvas modulate it, and we're gonna add lighting. If it's really bad, though, I'm not gonna say just keep post-processing the fuck out of it. We'll go back and we'll change the colors, and that's why we haven't done any animations on this loaf here. Just copy and mirrored it. Yeah, we can do some aspect of that too. It's interesting to know. So this was probably about, for this transition here, I would say, I woke up this morning and I jumped into VC with Vera Studios and MaxiDev, and I listened to them talk and I worked a little, so it wasn't my most productive, but I would say probably an hour to get this, which sounds like a lot, but I mean, I don't know. An hour just flies by when you're having fun. Do you ever use normals? No, I never have done that. People have recommended it to me, especially when I used to post more on Reddit. Isn't that like where you're doing some kind of like post-processing lighting and you're just drawing things like a gradient? Is that somewhat correct? Different? It's something vaguely like that, I think, right? But no, I've never done it, and it sort of speaks to my take on doing art and everything like that. I really like being hands-on and drawing things. The idea of learning how to do that and implementing it sort of pushed me away. McDev, hello, I'm eating salsa. I'm a big fan of salsa, okay? I like spicy food. It's very, very good. Although I haven't had salsa in quite a bit. Trying to keep like low carb food in my house. Vaguely low carb food. And the chips part of the chips and salsa is what kills me. Any lighting tips for drinks? Your games always look so great. Yes, you know, there's always time for lighting tips and tricks, guys. Who is ready? 24 viewers? Oh my god, 23 of you have seen the lighting tips and tricks 4 times now. No, normal's just drawing off the angles your sprite has. Only salsa, no chips. That's a Giga Chad move. You do with a spoon. So it looks like it has one color. Hold on, let me Google that. Normals. Would it be pixel art normals or just art normals? What would you call it? Normal maps. Normal ups for pixel art.
Hi everyone.
Oh my god.
And welcome to my...
We are watching YouTube videos. Okay, you know what? Maybe this is how we get in the YouTube video game. He's not talking. Go.
First, a quick explanation of the different kinds of images.
He says a quick explanation. This is 17 minutes long. That's going to be a slow explanation.
We can use in game graphics. First, we have a color map.
Wait, hold on. The height thing, that was black and white. Different. You full of shit. Look at that's kind of close to what I was saying, right? Look at that. Is my chat in the way? Let's see where OBS. A lot of times when we move too much. Okay, yeah. Yeah. First off, he says color with a U. Can we trust them anymore? Color? These British. What are they doing? Height is not normals though. Okay, well none of this. Oh, the normal one says normal. Yeah, you're right. Okay, you're right. You have to put the frowny face.
This is just a normal color image, like a photograph.
If you want to explain,
Then
there's a video you can point to.
albedo
No,
map.
I don't mind explaining. Sorry, I just talked over our guy here. I don't mind explaining, but it's just a little bit of a meme in the chat. But no, we can do a lighting thing. What do you think? Should we do a lighting thing real quick? What we should do is we shouldn't do it now. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow because I have the day off tomorrow. Google picture normal sphere. What we should do tomorrow is we should set up a Godot scene where it's just me before I added lighting. What the fuck is this? I'm gonna lose copyright. What is this? Jesus Christ! Not copyright. I'm gonna lose monetization. There's like a butt. Jesus Christ. Where is that? Why is that there? Skyline is the last thing I googled. That's a YouTuber. I don't know. Not that kind of YouTuber, guys. Okay. You should make a Godot scene where it's just lighting. That's what I'm saying. We make a Godot scene where it's really dark, and then I add lights, and I go, voila. That's how you do it. You stole the idea out of my head. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I realize someone is British. Usually it's a word color. Yeah, the word color. Yeah, I super agree. Okay. Normal picture. Google picture. Picture normal sphere. This is riveting. Okay. Now I know everything. Different? How much am I getting closer? Because I feel like I'm farther away from that guy's video. But closer than when there was a butt on screen. So we're somewhere in the middle there. So I feel like you make pixel art and you have it be this texture? No. God damn it. Yeah, well, I tried. I did everything you said. You're the one. It's your stream now. We're just living in it. How do you DD draw the normal of a sphere, and the game will light it like a 3D object? Use it as a reference. See, this is why I've never done it. It sounds like you are making shit up, okay? Hold on. Maybe we just skip ahead. We'll just skip ahead to the fun parts. This I'm sure will make sense to us. That doesn't look promising. It doesn't look promising. Although we do have Zelda. Oh, it's up there. No, it's up there. Can't see it on screen. Okay, before we lose the lighting person, quick lighting? Can we do quick lighting? Okay. Here's how you do lighting. We've done this so many times. I love you, though. Thank you for stopping in. Okay, you don't want... Listen, when you do lighting, you're going to want a square. But we're in lazy mode, so imagine this is a square. Then you're going to take the brush tool. This isn't Photoshop. You can do anything with a brush. Are you going to make it white? That's your light. I know what you're thinking. Wow, MZ, you're so smart and handsome. Right? And you're not wrong. I am. I need a shave, though. Holy fuck, I need a shave. Okay. But that's your light. Okay, right? You save that out. Then you go into your video game in Godot. Because I'm assuming you're a Godot user, because we're Giga Chad Godot users. Well, you are handsome. Thank you, Goose. You almost got demodded if you didn't say something nice then. Lamau, you just showed up and I see you're doing a regular scheduled lighting tutorial. Yeah, it is the 37 minute of any hour, so that's when we do a lighting tutorial. Okay, now you can do this anywhere you want. Once you have this ready to go, who asked for it? He's probably gone. He's probably long gone. Canyon, are you here? If you don't say anything within the next 5 seconds, I'm banning Beats, so you better say something. Okay, you're here. Beats, you got lucky this time, buddy. Okay. So once you have this, and I'm pretty sure you can make this in a lot of different, you can make this in, is it called GIMP? I don't know. Whatever the program is that's free Photoshop, right? This is not that hard to do, right? You're welcome, Beats. Wow. Beats, you got saved. Okay, so once you got that in there, and you can do different ones. We've talked about it. You can do weird things. This is going to look bad. We say this every time. This is going to look bad. But you do something where you have like a beam of light coming out, but you got to make sure you like make it look good, right? It can't be like that. It have to be, oh geez, that's awful. You grab like the brush and you, is that really the brush? Hold on, F5. Every time we do these tutorials, I get farther away because I want to do something different because I get bored. You can have like a beam as long as you just make it sure it's like faded out. That looks, you know, you'll make it look good. I believe in you, Canyon. You have what it takes. Same lighting time, same lighting channel. Yeah, we're in the same lighting universe. Okay, this is all I'm good for is lighting. Once you have your lighting apple, your lighting pair, let's just make it look like a circle again. Hold on. Okay, let's make it look like a circle. Control Z. Okay, there we go. You're welcome, Canyon. This is the Canyon stream. We're all just living in it. Okay, then you go to Godot. Can we do it in a new scene? Is it possible? Can I do this on the fly here? It's gonna take too long. I can feel it. Tile map. Take off curse. Tile map. Do I have a tile sheet? I do have a tile sheet. You don't need all this. You're gonna have your own map. You're gonna have your own game. And that game's gonna be one heck of a game, right? New single tile. Gridded. Just make it this big. Sure. Okay, look at that. We have tiles. I know this is dumb and these don't match. MZ at the goat. Yeah, you know what? There's no like funny words I can put into that. I am the greatest of all time. Okay, so there's gonna be so let's say you have your game, right? Can I put my player in here? Will it just crash? Hold on. How do dependencies work in my game? Now this is for me, okay? I'm taking back the stream. Will this player actually work? It's gonna crash. I have to save it? Do I want to save this? Kenyon asked, we need underscores, asked me to make this, please delete. Save. Oh my god, guys. Look, I have a HUD and everything. Oh, there's the debugger does not like it though. Camera not found, camera 2D. That would explain there's no camera. Okay, well, listen. Can I spawn stuff? No. We need a Y sort. Listen, we're getting to the lighting part. There already is lighting in here. Oh. I can't spawn weapons because that's in this code. I'm so dumb. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just get 1 and 2. 1. I know this code looks bad, and it is, so shut up. Canyon asked me to make this please delete. Add a script. Canyon asked me to please delete script. Yeah. This is certainly going to work, Copium. Uh-oh. Chest. No, what's it looking for? Player? Okay, we can do that. On ready var player equals player. No. Equals this one. I'm not gonna do this. Canyon, you gotta give me a second here, okay? I don't have any brain cells to do this with. Oh my god, look, we made the gun appear. This is gonna crash. There's no chance this doesn't crash. MZF, this fell off. What the fuck, Christian? You were with me 7 messages ago. I'm 7 messages away from falling off. This is not gonna crash the game because I didn't fall off, okay? I didn't. I'm coding right now, okay? You want a coder stream? You got it, baby. This is not gonna crash when I walk over the gun. It loaded. I'm just that good. Who's like a good coder? I don't know. I can only think of YouTube people. All the YouTube. Oh, it just crashed. No, it didn't. Yeah, it did. Okay. Well, why did it crash? Oh, player camera. Okay. You don't need a gun for lighting. That's your first tip, Canyon. You don't need a gun for lighting. Here's what you need for lighting. You need lights. And I know what you're thinking. MZF, there appears to be a couple lights on the screen already. We're not taking those out because I'm not going to fuck with my character model. But just imagine there's no lights here. So you have a map. This is your map, right? Imagine it looks better than this. Do the supercut. I don't know what that means. Why'd you change your cam? Crash, we can only see you. Yeah, we're not good streamers. Now we're back. We're good. It never crashed. That was theatrical crashing. It never crashed. Okay. So now you see. We have this. And let's launch the game. Didn't crash. Beautiful. Okay. And now we'll repeat. I know what you're thinking. Okay. Canyon, if you didn't leave, I don't know why you're still here. Okay. This is no waste of your time, buddy. You could have Googled the YouTube video that showed you how to do this in 2 seconds. But you're stuck here with me, so. Beats, we can only see you. Thank you. I did see that. Can we get a supercut of all the lighting tutorials played at once? You're going to have to edit together, Mr. Da Vinci. Okay? Because I'm not doing it. Just a little thing. Why is your name MZ_F? Because I'm really into cryptocurrency. I just love it so much. I love Ethereum. It's my favorite thing. No, it's my name. Okay? I'm not allowed to have a name. You have a name. What does Talia mean? Could mean anything. It sounds like I'm on meth sometimes, to be honest with you. Okay. Canyon, you're still here. Okay, thank you. I was waiting for you to chime in. A video tutorial wouldn't have named the scene after me. That's true. If that's what it takes to get you to learn something, you're going to have a hard time learning how to code because a lot of guys aren't going to do this for you. I'll be honest with you. All right, so now you can see my screen. I assume we're still here. My camera isn't in the way. The chat sort of is. The chat's not that important. It's kind of important. It's kind of the whole thing. Okay, the chat's right here. Okay, so we're gonna need 2 nodes for this, Canyon. If you're in Godot 4.69, I don't know if this node's somewhere in there. You're gonna hit the plus button on the top left here, and you're gonna hit Canvas Modulate. You leave that little hecker right there. You're gonna come back to that one. So you're gonna hit plus again. You hit Light 2D. Okay. The Light 2D is a light. Okay. I think you understand that. And now on the bottom left here, you can't see because my camera's on it. I'm going to type in, I just have light files saved as light something. So I'm going to type in the word light. Oh, look, we have character light right here. If you bring it up, oh, look, see, I told you guys I had fun little beams. I have fun little beams. You can draw look at those little beams, right? Camera's not on my face. Okay, we can see the beams. So you drag that over to the texture right there. And now you have a light. Right? This is it. This is all you needed. This is your lighting. This already looks okay, I'll be honest with you. Can I be mod? We can't have 2 gooses. We can't have 2 geeses. If you change your YouTube name, if you change it, I don't know what you could change it to. I got nothing funny. But if you change it to something funny, and Goose decides it's funny, then yeah, sure. But if not, no. Okay, so you have a light in there. Let's skip ahead a little bit. We're taking a long time. Okay, in the light thing here, if you look on the left side, we can move it. Okay, right here, this. That way we're focused. Move this up here. I'm over here because I'm interesting and cool. Okay. These are the 3 things you need to care about. Your texture scale. I need a little bit of it. Okay, hold on. Because I want to be able to see what I'm doing a little bit. Okay. This is much worse before I moved it. You need your texture scale. It's how big it's going to be, right? So if you do like 0.5, it's really, really small. If you do 1,000,000, it's not going to look like lighting anymore. It's just going to brighten up the whole room, right? Very, very important. The texture scale is pretty, how would I say this? You don't need much, okay? So like 3 is already way too big, right? Okay, so we're just going to keep it at 1 for now so you can see what's happening. Really important one is color. This is going to choose what kind of color you're doing the lighting to. This is probably self-explanatory. You're probably going to figure this out when you go mess with stuff. But this is the stuff I'm going to mess with when I do lighting, right? This is really important. If you really want to be special, okay, what you can do is instead of just doing a light, see there's nothing there, right? It's an empty, blank nothing. What you can do is you can add a sprite. And in this sprite, we need like a orb. So I drew this. This is called Simple Orb. Show in File Manager. Simple Orb PNG. Oh, it's not going to open very well. Simple Orb PNG, it's blurring it, but it's like 4 pixels, like 6 pixels tall, 4 pixels wide. It's a really, really simple. We can open the Photoshop file. Perfect. This is all it is, right? I drew this, I put a little glow on it. And so what I'm going to do here is if I put this into as a sprite, put it as a texture. Where is it? It's up here. So now we have this, right? And we make the light a child of it. So now when we move this around, we have this. We'll make sure it's center. I don't know if it is center or not. It looks center enough. Yeah, it is center. Okay. And then also what's going to happen here is the light is going to affect the sprite. So if we make it really, really red for some reason, it's going to slowly affect, like mostly you just see it affect the glow, right? The outer edges of this glow. It gets kind of red. But just so you know, if you really want like an orb, if you want a light source, you can draw a sprite here. It can be a torch, it could be fire, it could be anything you want it to be. Do I have fire? I do have fire. So we could change this to an animated sprite. I haven't read any chat. I assume it. Just Seth Lover. Oh my god. You guys are unhinged, okay? Change type. We can take to an animated sprite. I'm just showing you like what you can do with it, right? It's pretty obvious what you can do with it. But we're doing it, you know, it's something to do. Oh, that's a gun. Well, that's not going to be fire. Hold on. Delete this. This looks like fire. Oh, it's like going off. Hold on. Fire pit. Mid-fire. Idle. There we go. This is like a really bad animation. This is good enough, right? We'll make it play at like 14 frames a second. Can you see any of this? No, you can't. Let me move me. Smaller me. Okay, so I'm down here now. I'm a little gremlin guy in the corner. Okay, so we made it like 14 frames a second. We just put a random fire animation here. But what I'm saying is you can put anything. You can put a sprite, you can put an animated sprite. We can make it play, and we can change the lighting to red because it's a fire. Right, so now all of a sudden we're like selling what's happening here. And the other one that's important, the three things, it's color, texture, scale, and energy. Energy is the last one. So energy is going to affect how much this is actually doing stuff. So if you make it really bright, it's going to look really bad. If you make it too dim, it's not going to do anything. So you just want to make sure you're messing with it and finding something that looks kind of good. Okay, so that's all set and going, and it looks all right. I'm pretty sure I lost you a while ago, Canyon. The last part of this, if you think about how we have lights in games or anywhere, this took over 10 minutes. Jesus Christ. Holy fuck, I gotta really cut this. We gotta cut this tutorial down. This is not for the gram, okay? If you think about how lights work, it's not just a light. If you take a flashlight outside and it's really bright out, your flashlight's not really gonna affect anything, right? So what you really need to do is go into a canvas modulate and find some way to darken your scene. Now you're gonna see here, this fire sort of loses its light here because we have a bad color. You probably want to be more white. See, look at that. It already looks better. And now we have a light here. It's affecting everything around it. And you can tween some of the variables that are happening here. Blue fire. Yeah, you could do some fun stuff with it if you wanted to. And you could change the energy. Yeah. The scale. Sometimes a smaller scale looks honestly much better. Yeah, and there you go. You have a little light. I don't think it's affecting the player, and that is because you have something called a range. And I think my player is on range 2. Yeah, so for some reason in my game, range is over here. You can see the range, actually. For some reason, the player's on a different range one. I don't remember why. There was some reason. I have a scorched earth mentality when it comes to coding. I do a lot of dumb stuff, forget why I did it, have no notes on why it's like that. But over time, I start to remember it. So your character should be affected by lights. Anything should be. Yeah, and there you go. That's the basic lighting code. You want two things. You want a light 2D. Three things. You want a light 2D. You want a light Photoshop file, which is this right here. And then you want to canvas modulate to make it dark. That's really what matters. You want a light and you want a dark. You want the area to be dark. So you can rewind that and play it at 4 times speed because I think you could just listen to the end there actually. Can you code lighting from scratch? No, I've never done any of that. This is just me learning how to do it in Godot. So if you don't use Godot, I have no idea how to help you, and you should have said that in the beginning because I would have saved us a lot of time. Wait, is range what makes things affected and not affected by light? Yeah, so if you want things that are not affected by a certain light but affected by other lights, you can do that in range. Let's bring that up here. So it'll give you, it's just a layer system. It's just defining how many layers it's affecting. I find it hard to think of reasons why I want things to affect certain layers and not other ones. There was some issue with casting shadows, so we can enable shadows here. and there is an includer on the player, so all of a sudden there are shadows here, but it's going to be buggy. First off, the Y sort is broken here, so I'm in front of it, but it's not working. There you go, you can see that. Yeah, so that's a Y sort issue. You have to figure that out in the Y sort. This is because I made something. If you know how Godot works, you can work on that. But in terms of lighting effects here, like this is cool. This will just work out of the box. There's some issues with the way that shadows work. So look at that. I'm on top of it, and the shadow is just totally occluded. So just be careful with that. This is why I don't usually use this. Is because it looks nice at first glance, but as the player really sort of invests himself in learning how the shadow works, you can make it look dumb pretty fast. Yeah, you can make it look really dumb pretty fast. Oh my god, even this works. There's no fog. Okay. Can we add fog to this? Fog scene. Oh, now I'm gaming, guys. Oh my god. Also, why is this song so good? God damn. Material, this thing. Okay, little much. Not 6. 1. Let's do 1. There you go. I think we nailed it. Oh, it didn't do the one thing. Okay, so it's still blue fog and a red background, so it looks a little weird. Okay. I think we nailed it. That took half of the hour, and so in another half hour we'll do another lighting tutorial. But we have this one saved up as Canyon asked me to make this, please. So Canyon, you're officially immortalized. Is there a place for free shaders? Understand music does go hard. This is Zelda though, so depends. I missed every chat that was happening. I love you guys so much, but I was giving 89% of my brain power there, and the other 11% was just me thinking about how much I shouldn't have done this Ocarina of Time vs. Majora Mask video, and how I got roasted today in the comments. Okay, that's where my brain's at. I love you. I do love you guys, but fish. Also, there's at least 1% for fish at all times, every time. Well, listen. Here's how you're gonna be more immortalized. I did a video where I shouted out Nick, and I shouted out Comet. Rest in peace, Comet, wherever you are. God bless you, Sue. And in that video, you're infinitely more immortalized than that, because every time I get a lighting tutorial now, fish, every time I get a lighting tutorial now, it's going to be this Photoshop file, and your name's going to be on screen, buddy. Not Nick's. Sorry, Nick, okay? Maybe if Donkey gave your game, did he review them? I don't even know. Never mind. I ran out of steam on that one. But yeah, you're immortalized. You're in here. So we'll bring up this file, and we'll show stuff. Is the fog scene really not going to save? No, not. I just played the whole game. It's going to take 13 seconds, and I don't want to wait 13 seconds. Fish. Oh, it didn't. Yeah, not too bad. Okay. Something I do to try to limit the amount of loading happening. Why is this still blue? Huh. Maybe there's like a save I have to do. I don't know. I honestly don't know enough about shaders. If you're asking for this shader here, we can give this one last time. Not one last time. We'll do this infinitely. I don't care. Move this. Move me. This is what makes the fog. Can I do it on the fly? I don't think I can. This is a sprite. If you want to make fog better than this fog, it's really red. Jesus Christ, it's red. Chill on the red, buddy. That looks okay. That looks okay. Grab the fog and make it a little less visible now. Sorry, this is why I like doing lighting. I like to do the little stuff like this. Like in the engine there, that actually looks good. That was kind of a fun scene. Also, you can see how the light, it overexposes all that pixel art right there. To me, that's dope as fuck. So there is colors happening there. You can't really see it. You can see it less on stream. Fish. And something about the way that lighting works, I mean, maybe if I just thought about it for 2 seconds, I could explain this a little bit better. But, yeah, the way it looks way blown out like that really makes it look post-processed and cool. So, I don't know. I like that. I like having that, the ability to do that. And obviously you can see, oh, I just clicked on the wrong thing. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, this sprite is way too big. Pull that down. Yeah, so that's night and day between the light on and the light off. There's the light on, the light off. One more thing you can do if you want. Well, no, we're not going to talk about that. We need chat on screen. People are talking. Oh, no, we brought this off screen. Is it gone forever now? Hold on. Okay. Well, Okay. Okay, I can't. McDev says hello. Hey Zath, guess what? I'm trying to guess, but I swear to God, if it's fish, I'm gonna be a little upset. I'm asleep. See ya. Love your stream. Thank you for joining, buddy. It's nice to have another regular and more people hanging out. I recognize you, and that's awesome. My chat is broken. Okay, why do I feel 400 years old every time? It's not fish. Are you sure it feels fish? Feels like fish is about to happen. Let's add a new window, and it's gonna be the same chat window before, but oh no, it's just delete it. Chat. Refresh. No, it didn't work. Delete. Yeah. Add. Win browser. Existing. YouTube chat. Okay. Hey, we're back. Okay. Is this right? It was fish. Oh, fuck! God damn it. I knew it was fish. I said it was fish, you dumb fuck. I called it. It was fish. Please include a reference about Cowboy Bebop in your game. I gotta be honest. Before we streamed 2 days in a row now. I don't want to, call Guinness World Records of Ripley's Believe It or Not. You guys know what that is. You're too young. But I know I'm breaking into new grounds here. But before I was streaming every night, I was coming home from work. I make like a big salad because I'm old, and you can't, if you eat a cheeseburger, you gain 10 pounds. So I made like a big salad, right? And I was watching episodes of Cowboy Bebop, like one episode, and I go to work. And it was really fun, okay? But you guys ruined that because now we're streaming, and there's no time. We can't watch that on stream. We're gonna get giga banned. We're gonna get ultra giga fucked, okay? And I don't want to get giga fucked. Okay, the only one getting giga fucked is. We're not doing those jokes anymore because Henry told me not to. The one fish in your Discord single-handedly ruined your team. No, yeah, you're right. Oh, we have news. We have news. Okay, there is news. Did we save the document, the official legal brilliant.org document that we had? I have a feeling we didn't save the official from last stream. We didn't save the official brilliant.org document. It would appear we didn't save it. This is devastating, guys. This is devastating. The news is it that you'll mod me? Okay. Every time I say who wants to be mod, you guys all say mod, all right? But Goose left, so now we need a new mod, all right? Okay, bye. See you next stream. Okay, listen. As soon as Goose leaves, we take his mod away. Now he can never leave, guys. We got him right where we want him. Enjoy the stream. You're heading out. All right, have a good one. Beats doesn't want it. Oh, it's very tempting to give him mod now. We heard back from Brilliant. I know this is just me drama, but I am the main character, so very important that I talk about me all the time. Brilliant gave me a counteroffer, which means they're desperate, okay? They want me. I know they do. They want a YouTuber that can make, 5,000 views on a video consistently. That's a good bar to hit. These are jokes. My views aren't that important, but it's good to know that they were receptive to me asking for more money. Because I was seconds away from just like live calling with them and crying and being like, please, I'm desperate. But we didn't have to do that. They said, Carla, my girl at Brilliant. Okay, we're close. I know her email address, and I'm almost positive she's not a bot. So I'm closer with her than most girls on the dating websites. Okay. Okay, let's rewind and refocus here. We got a message from her that said yes to a couple things. A couple big things, actually. Yes to this one, which was really interesting. I asked for bi-weekly Carla's a dog mom. I hope she's a dog mom, but I have a feeling that she's a real mom and probably way out of my league. She runs Brilliant or something. She at least emailed me once. Yeah, the dog mom thing is now broken in my brain. And I see it every day now. Not that I'm swiping every day, but I am. And yeah, you see a lot of girls that are like, that they have the exact same bio. I don't know why they do it. I'm trying to think of the male equivalent. There must be something like that. Like when I get mad, I really like to beat the shit out of my problems. And I like to focus and just be a good guy. Like, it's like, what? Why would you say it like that? It's just a really weird way they turn the sentence at the end. Like, I'm a proud mother to these couple little creatures, and I can't wait for them to grow up and... They're dogs, by the way. You're like, what? Okay, I don't know what the male equivalent is. It's not holding a fish. I should get a fish. Guys, we should get a fish. That could be good, right? There are lots of kinds of fish. I don't know. Well, maybe we will get a fish. We could have it right here. A fish named Henry. It's not bad. We could call it Veras Studios. That could be the name of the fish. I don't know if anyone gets that joke, but that's the name of that guy. He's never here, but... Okay. So anyway, Brilliant did reach out, and they gave me a couple things, right? Here, we can play while we talk. Man, the little post-processing in the fog really does do a lot of carrying for my game. Canon asked me to make this, please delete. We won't delete. Also, good to know that, I know it was a dependency test. This is called dependency test. It ended up being a way better dependency test. I heard from multiple girls that look at the big fish I caught. Oh, you're right. Yeah. When guys are like, hey, I ride big trucks with mud and I'm catching fish. And they're like, you get the fuck out. But that's more like red flaggy behavior. I'm not red flagged by the mom dog stuff. It's more that they're actively baiting me. Because my brain reads probably one or two words per line as I'm staring at profile photos. And what's happening is that I see the word mom, and then I'm like, oh, it's awful. And then I have to read the whole thing and go, oh, no, she's a fake mom. But maybe it's more concerning that you call yourself a mom to dogs. That is a little weird. But it'd be like if I put like domestic abuse in my thing, like, hey, I just like to hit or be a bad person, or I'm a scummy, or I'm going to cheat on you. And then it's like, no, I just said I was going to cheat in Call of Duty. And it's like, what? Why would you put this here? What is this for? Who's this? I don't know. It's just, it triggers me. They trigger me. I'm getting baited. I'm getting baited by girls, okay? It's not good. All right, let's run the game. I'm realizing also we have a lot of code we can clean up in this game, which is good. The more we clean up code, the more it gives me hope that this can be a manageable thing. Because there's a lot of code that I'm like, Jesus, this is clunky and bad. Hopefully don't crash game. Okay, we're good. The game is still working. I'm changing my bio to I cheat in Call of Duty. Yeah, or I'm going to cheat on you when we play Call of Duty. Like, it's some weird word where you word it all weird and stuff. Okay. So, in terms of the Brilliant stuff, she agreed to, Carla, my main girl, she agreed to some big stuff. One was, I asked for bi-weekly videos, and I sort of tepidly asked for it, being like, yeah, bi-weekly could be good, but at the same time, dude, it would suck to have a video ready to go, and they're like, Goose Games, okay, bye. It would suck to have a video ready to go, and I'm just sort of like sitting on it waiting for Brilliant. So her response was actually giga-based, see you next stream. Yeah, maybe it'd be mod next stream. Any day now, all right? The longer you stay, the more likely I am to mod you, buddy. No, I'm just kidding. Go. Have a good night. She responded with, of course we can do basically bi-weekly, but if you're ready earlier, just send it through and we'll promote it. We'll approve it. Let's just submit whenever you want. That's perfect. That's what I want. Because that way I can maybe take 2 months to make a video if I have to. But if it's ready to go, we can just be ready to go. We don't have to sit here and wait. So that was good. I like that. I'm trying to think of what else. There was one other thing she said. Two other things. One was the cost. Oh, one was how many videos I wanted to do. And she said, yeah, if you want to do less videos, that's okay. But it made me sound dumb. Because I was like, less videos, that way we can sign up later. But she was like, if you want to do less videos, it's on you, buddy. And I was like, Jesus, okay. Maybe not less videos. The other one is she gave me a pushback on the price. She originally said $360 per ad read, right? I told her $600. This has got to go, by the way. This can't be the screen. It's too like we're in heaven. It's got to be spookier. But we tried. We tried something new. Not every time. You work on art and sometimes it's like, just not, it ain't it. And this ain't it. But I had to give it a couple days to see. She's originally we had 300. She said 360 for the next deal. I countered with 600, which seemed a little high, but that's kind of what I wanted. She countered again with 450. So, do I push back and try to get 500, or do I just take it and go, okay, listen, she's a great dog mom. Why push? Seems like a nice lady. They've been very nice to me. Brilliant's kind of fun to use. It's kind of like a fun little video game. And it's $50, right? Why push back with the 50? The only reason why wouldn't be to get the $50. It'd be for if there's more deals down the line, we started negotiating at 500 instead of 450. Because I could easily see negotiating from 450, not even getting to 600 next time. She'd be like, all right, here's 525. And I'm like, fuck, god damn it. But then do we even want to do any more down the line, right? Like, Am I really a brilliant guy? Is that like my thing? Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I think Brilliant's really fun and really cool. And there is actually a lot of cool stuff on there. And I'm not even sponsored by them right now, so I can say whatever I want. Yeah, this is a tough one to figure out, but I should email them tomorrow because I have all day to figure it out. But I'm leaning towards just saying yes, and no more than 3 videos, so that way we can chill if we have to chill. I just joined, but is there any way you can I can play this game? Not yet. That should be a goal though, right? Let's get the first level down. I think once we're first level in, then after that, I think demoing should be good because here's the reason why. We can do, I hate, it's going to be a lot of bugs, but we can do bug stuff, right? Figure out what the bugs are going to be. And then also we can get advice. This is more important for me. We get advice of what works and what isn't for the content loop. Because for me, I know I play games a certain way, and when I see other people play my games, it definitely changes my mind. I'm like, oh geez, maybe this is not the way. Because like I have a very specific style. I like risk reward. I like stressful situations. And if I didn't playtest early with Far Gun Frontier back when it was a different game entirely, we would be in a really bad spot now. Also, I just got hit like 9 times with some dumb shit. As anyone who doesn't do YouTube and know nothing about sponsorship, $450 seems pretty rad. Yeah, $450 per ad read. I think it's good. The only thing is I did $300 per ad read when the views were really, I don't say really low, but like $800. Bro, come on. Let's please make a game together. We even like the same games. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure to work with the community on stuff, and I think that we should. I should. I'm going to die here. I just dropped my microphone. It's just tough to figure out. If games were, you could work on them faster. The hardest part about working with people, because I want to. It's just how long it's going to take to make games come together, right? There's that, and then there is a level aspect of There's a level of and an aspect of game development that is all trust-based. And I want to say I've been scarred in the past, but there just was a particular moment where I felt like I was relying on a coder for everything. And when that person couldn't work with me anymore and I had to work on my own, that's sort of an emotion that I have a hard time dealing with, right? Because, like, let's say, even now I know how to code. It's just money, by the way. You can run away from the money forever. Even now, if I know how to code, if we started working on a game together and I was doing 0 of the coding and then someone that was doing all the coding backed out. Coding is just an example, right? But art could be one too. It's not like you can just pick it up and off to the races, right? It's going to be a whole process to get in there, get going. Yeah, it's just scary. It's super, super, super scary. And I feel like this, I don't want to say the industry, this scene is full of a lot of people that burn out, and rightfully so. There's good reasons to burn out. It's a lot to do. So it's just spooky to agree. If anything, I'm more tempted to agree with people that we've hung out with and we've talked and we've had, and I've seen them work on projects and they've done small things that haven't come together. And it's not to judge anyone, but like when I see that, someone like, Nick has worked on stuff and done game jams and we've talked, there's a way higher likelihood there of working with someone in that situation than, yeah, it sounds mean. I don't mean a stranger, but yeah, someone watching the stream and a fan. It's super hard. I have like 5 GDDs. I know what that means. My brain can get it. Game design docs, is that what it is? With low scope, high concept, and low complexity, high depth design philosophies in mind, all focused on wagers and risk reward. I'm open to stuff. Buddy. I don't want to say no. Right now, my main focus is this game, right? I want to get this to a place where I feel like one of two things, and one's sad, right? One is like it's I can put it out there and be happy with it, and hopefully it's not too large of a game and too crazy. The other sad one is maybe there's a point where I walk away from it, right? Those are the two actualities. Also, I really made no money that round. That's something to consider in this game. I just did a whole round where we fought stuff, and I have $187, so not enough to buy. Oh, I can buy 1 mod, or we can re-roll. Maybe re-roll? Oh, we just did re-roll. I guess we can still buy a mod. My health is so low that all I can do is really buy heals. Something to consider with this game. Yeah. I guess you could buy a key. It's interesting. I never do this poorly because, 1, I was talking, and then 2, yeah, usually I just know my game so well, I'm going to do really well. But it's interesting to get low amounts of money and see how this plays out. This is a gun. You should be able to get that right away. Okay. Yeah. Games are just really tricky. There's so much that goes into them. There's so many processes of making them. Yeah, it's just hard, guys. It's hard to say. Here's something I will say that going forward, I want to find a niche for in the community. And that is promoting your guys' stuff. Because if I can't work on you guys with something, if there's ways to promote what people are doing that's really cool and really interesting, I think that's something I could lean into and help with. It doesn't cost me anything. Like, when I did that last video, and it's like, here's our cool people from the community, here's Nick, here's Keith. It's free for me to do. I like doing it. I don't know how much help it drives. Hopefully it drives more over time. But that stuff is easy for me and fun, and it doesn't require any time commitment. And then it lets you guys work on things, and then you guys can be your own entities that are making cool, interesting things. How much music have you made for your game so far? I've only made 2 pieces. Basically 1 piece. Not the anime. Let's see. I never play this, but I have the guitar here. I don't know if I remember how to play the part anymore. There's something like that. I don't remember how it goes anymore. No, it's not an ovation. It's an old applause. This is a guitar I bought for my brother for like... Here, I'll show you this song. I don't know. I have it somewhere. Let's just launch the game with no audio, and then the song should play. But it was something like... Maybe if I play the song, I can remember what it sounds like. Hold on. Audio is always muted in this game. Just because there's gunshots, it's just a really basic gunshot I found online. Viewer... I don't know. Who cares about viewers, guys? Listen. I think... Here's what my thought process, by the way, on the stream viewer stuff. I think streaming is the fastest way to not grow viewers. I think I should do more YouTube videos if I want to grow viewers. But that's fine. Whatever. I don't want... I'm going to do what I want to do. And I think that's... Oh, this... Something like that. Yeah, there's like some random guitar he plays here, right? You can hear him. And then, you blow up this. Fire goes. Okay, so this is the one real song in the game, is, the cat song. So I wrote it on guitar. I think let's just play it. This is not the guitar version. I brought the guitar into... Yeah, the guitar's a break sound. I think I just smacked my guitar and did like one of those. It's all done in like Ableton with like synths and stuff like that. By the way, you can see why I don't do shadows. See how it goes over the stump there? Just breaks it. We do shadows for this one fire, but no other fires. So this is the song. That's the whole song. Then it repeats. Something like that. Okay, there you go. That's the song. So I like writing music, but here's the problem. I don't have any way to record guitar there, so there's no guitar in that. The guitar, it was written. I played it over that, but you can hear it a little. I had to remind myself how it goes, but it is. Right, that's like the whole part. I was looking for the jams. Yeah, so. By the way, this guitar is missing the high E string, so I'm never, until I buy another fucking pack of strings for $5 at Guitar Center, these songs are gonna have the high E string. Unfortunately, I'll just go buy strings. We'll do that next stream. Right? We'll free string the guitar. Yeah, I like writing music. That was my whole thing before I did game jams or any game development stuff. I really like music. Music's goated. It's fun to do. But I don't have any way to record guitar. So when we do these songs, what I would do is record them into Audacity and then just like have them there and then go over to the other, well, can I actually show it? Next to me is another computer, right? It is this computer. It's all upside down now. There you go. So that's where I record stuff. You got a little keyboard there. Right. Okay, that went okay. I thought it was gonna like fall over and stuff. Yeah. No audio interface to record your guitar. Yeah, exactly. So when I used to live with my parents way back in the day, we're talking about like 15 years ago. I had this thing called an AXFX, and it plugged into an interface. I have the interface in the basement. It's different than the interface I use now. This little thing, the Focusrite thing. It was a decent interface. It was fine. But the AXFX was doing all of the heavy lifting, is doing all the guitar processing, everything like that. But when I did the move, something happened with that where it lost. It's not broken. What's really happened is that I think the battery that stored all of the, it's like in an old Game Boy, the battery can die, or not a Game Boy, but an old cartridge, a battery can die, and it will forget all your memory. That happened, and now all those files for all like the distortion, clean, cool effects that I had done for years, it's all gone. And I think that was enough for me to be like, oh fuck, that sucks. Like I don't have any of that stuff anymore. And it's not hooked up because when I moved, I would just put it in the basement. So there's no way for me to actually record any of that stuff. But if I was going to do music for my game, and I kind of do want to do some more, I need that set up because I suck at piano. Piano is rough. I can like mess around a little bit with piano, but guitar is definitely. I play guitar my whole life, right? So yeah, we gotta get that working. The problem is, and I talk about this all the time, it's just there's a million spinning plates, and you really start to look at music like, is this a spinning plate we just give to someone else and go, hey, can you spin that one for me? Because I have a million things going on right now. And it would be nice to write motifs for the song. So like that motif right there is a guitar play, boom, bam, ba-dan-la-now, ba-bam, ba-dan-o-dan, right? We could write that part and then give it to someone and be like, make this a thing. I mean, that being said, I was happy with where that came out. There's sort of like screechy, spooky sound effects in there that I liked. That was fun to do. That I had a blast recording. But man, do I want to do that for every song to really devote weeks of my time doing stuff like that? I'm not so sure. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird to play music on stream, to play the guitar, dude. Especially as someone who used to play live all the time. Not all the time, but once in a while. Yeah, playing live used to make me so stressed the fuck out, dude. Although most of playing live was like you're waiting to go live. You're like sitting there like with the amp and everything, just ready to like, set up and get on stage. Like, oh, that fucking sucked. Okay, I feel like we were talking about stuff, but we may have covered most of the stuff that we wanted to talk about. I don't know. We never got to this. I think different. You left a while ago. No audio interface. No, we talked about that. Okay, cool. No, we're good. Yeah. Listen, it is 11:30 here. We did an hour and 20. But here's the thing. I wanted to do more work on stuff, right? We have... to some extent, yes. I am looking for a composer. But, I'm more looking to gather contacts information and see people's stuff. I'm not ready to pull the trigger on, like... Am I? Fuck. If I found someone that was really good, that really fit what I like about certain things and really nailed it, yeah, I could be like, I want to work with you. What can we do? What can I offer? What could be the arrangement? Yeah, maybe I would. Because I'll sit down and work on like... Oh, we said we were going to watch YouTube videos. We never did any of that. Shit, maybe we should have been doing some of that. I don't know. Maybe that can be a next time thing. It's always a next time thing, huh? When I sat down and watched Maxi's video, or played Maxi's game rather, and I was in his last video, Maxi Dev, he's a YouTuber guy working on a 3D movement game, right? One of the first things I noticed is how more complete a game feels when there is audio happening. You tried to tell me? Yeah, you did. You did try to tell me beats, and I tried to ban you. I'm so sorry, buddy. Oh my god. Yeah. I think the problem is watching videos. I feel like there's two fears. One, I don't want people to freak out. I don't think anyone would. Would anyone care if I watched their videos? And then two is I don't want it to be boring. Not that the video would be boring, but I feel like as a streamer, reactor duder, I think a lot of times I don't say anything, right? I just get to watch the content. But I don't know. We'll get there eventually. It's cool. I probably would deserve getting banned. No, shut up. Right? Are you getting this self-deprecating thing from me? You better not be. Okay? You don't deserve to be banned. You're... Go full XQC? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We just watch... He talks really fast. Listen, chat. We gotta do this thing. I can't do it. XQC accent. What am I saying? I can't do it. I don't know how he talks. He always, like, does the fucking L from Death Note thing where he's, like, standing on his chair like this, right? Isn't that something he does? I don't know. Are we doing it? Are we... I am lanky, but... Alright, we're XQC, guys. We're doing it. Alright, Steve says we gotta ban you, Beats. I'm sorry. Also, my dog is up to no good somewhere. What's the difference between audio listener 2D and 2D stream player 2D? Or, I'm sorry, audio stream player 2D. I know audio stream player 2D is obviously the location one where you have the ability to put in different areas. Do I get banned? No one's getting banned. I don't think I've ever banned anyone. It's nice to have a mod though in case someone does wander in here that is like actually unhinged, because I don't know if I have the ability to... You guys know me, whenever there's like chats missing on screen, I can't do anything for 45 minutes, so it'd be good to have someone that can... You see this guy? This is what he does. Look, he's there. Oh, he knows he's on camera right now. This is what he does. His bowl used to be full of food, so he flips it over, and then he uses it like a drum. And his whole point is to get attention so he can get more food. He's fat as fuck, dude. He'll do this for hours. This is his favorite thing. This is his favorite thing to do. He just does this. Okay, hold on. We gotta get him food. He doesn't need more food, but he wins. When we're streaming, he always wins, okay? Smart, though. I don't know if it is smart, though. Look at him. He knows I'm about to get up, so he stopped doing it. Fuck, he is smart. Okay, I do that too. Yeah, I bet you do, buddy. All right, 1 second. BRB. I got nothing for you, little guy. Yeah, he's a Yorkie. I haven't installed Godot on my new computer. Time to go through the process of downloading extensions for VS Code. You can tell I'm fucking tired. Look at my hair is like all over the place. What? What? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. He's more feisty when we stream because he hears me talk all for an hour and a half. He knows it ain't right. He's like, it ain't natural. Whatever that guy's doing. Okay. You don't want to get picked up. I get it. Chill. Okay. All right. God, headphones on. Okay. Now I can hear myself talk. Wouldn't be weirded out by watching YouTube videos. Here's what I will say. Let's watch the Maxi video. Because I was in it, right? So that kind of counts. I can watch that video. And he's... Stop. Pause that. This is friend of the stream, Max.
The first boss fight I make...
He asked me... Look at him, he's wearing gloves. How cool is that? We should get something like that, guys. I have a cool look, right? I could do that. I could be like a glove guy. I'm just saying, it could be cool. All right, this is why it's hard to watch videos. I want to talk like a dumb fuck. All right? I was in this video. I'm in the end, but we'll get there.
in my life ever. And that's why we have to make sure to hide it as good as possible from the players, because I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a terrible boss fight. By the way, in case this is the first devlog you watch, let me give you a little recap. World of Undead is a movement shooter. You see, you've got this grappling hook, and you can use it to pull yourself towards any surface. Or if you hold the button, you can also swing and build up momentum that way. That's the movement part. You also have a variety of weapons you can use to liberate, and there's the shooter part. You get the idea. Now, let's take care of that boss fight. We start off by taking this guy right here, and we make him rotate towards the player. But he can't attack us yet. So, let's make him shoot explosive balls at us. Next, we make him spawn and despawn somewhere in front of the player. The ghost will always spawn in a position where he can shoot the player, so the player can't hide from the boss. Now, let's care about the visuals. We start by recoloring our ghost. This is the before and after, but the boss is still just T-posing at us. So, let's make some animations for him. We need an animation for spawning, attacking, and
look how easy animating looks though. Come on, guys. All you 3D. Remember last time we voted? I'm sorry, I had to interrupt here. But we voted on 3D versus 2D. He's just pulling little levers around, and all of a sudden you got animations. I gotta draw stuff. I mean, I don't have to draw it well, but I have to draw something. I'm trying to think. I don't have any animations up, but I'm just saying that's gotta be a little easier. David Scott. I don't know about gloves, but you could be. Is that torque? This is why I said 3D. I think 3D is a little easier. You get a little guy there, you know. You buy a model and then you got little arms and stuff. I saw a video where you could do that with pixel art. It didn't look great. It looked a little messy. I gotta be honest. Okay.
Despawning. Now is also a good time to make all the hitboxes, so we can actually make damage to the boss. To close off the visuals, we make some particle effects. This one plays whenever the boss disappears. This one for when he spawns, this for when he dies, and this for the impact of his balls. I also made this model for the balls because the beans looked a little weird. Now all that's left to do are the sound effects and the item the boss will drop once you beat him. For all the sounds coming directly from the boss, I just use my own voice. For the impact,
I'm never gonna do that. Never. Maybe we'll get Maxi to do that for us, but I can't have you guys killing me and I'm going like, oh, it's gonna ruin the game experience. I mean, that one in particular, that one was good. But going forward, I don't know if I have any other good voices I could put into a game. That one's the only good one. He's really good at sound effects though. He grabs like a bunch of spoons and puts them in a blender and he's like, this is what it sounds like when I shoot someone. It's like, it actually works for him. I don't know how he does it.
Impact of the balls, my plan was to first crack some walnuts.
Yeah, like this.
And then squeeze a mandarin. That didn't work at all, so I tried to make it work.
Don't do that.
But that didn't work either. What I ended up doing was combining this sci-fi shotgun sound and this explosion to get this. Probably the most memorable part of a boss fight is the music. I think it's clear that I can't make the music myself, so I asked my boy Camel T if he can make the music, and he said yes. Now, while Camel T is working on that, let's make the item the boss will drop once it is beaten. We start off by modeling this little revolver. You see the red in here? It's because the boss is red as well. And when I say it like that, it doesn't seem like a big deal.
I'm clipping that Edmex Game Jam. I'm gonna delete the pod. So good luck. It's a race. I'm gonna win though. I'll delete it right now. No, I can't do that. Don't worry, I'm making a board game. Okay, you can make a board game.
But I thought it was smart when I made it. Anyway, this is how it looks in game. I took a particle system I already had and tweaked it to fit the revolver. That's how I got the muzzle flash. Now the revolver looks alright.
Here's what I want to know. He doesn't talk about it in this video. I'm sure there's videos where he does talk about it. I want to know how people are doing environment art. Are you just finding rocks? You guys are 3D guys, right? You guys are fake artists. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are real cool 3D guys. Are you just finding assets of like rocks and then putting them in? Are you actually modeling like a platform to stand on? I don't know. I love doing environment art. So when I see some of this stuff, I'm like, how much agency is here? Like, I bet you find rock assets, huh? I don't know.
But it doesn't make any sounds yet. So we start by making the mechanical layer of the shot sound, the trigger being pulled, the cogs making the bullet as a result, and the mag spinning to load the next shot. The barrel is not perfectly fixed, which makes it jiggle a bit. We also record a sound for that, but we're still missing the bang. You know, the actual explosion that happens when the bullet gets smacked by the cog. As a base, I'm using a standard revolver shot. We don't need any reverb yet, so we're fading out the tail of the shot. Then we take a lighter, hold it close to the microphone, and just turn it on. It's not about getting the click of it. What we want is the sound of the gas starting to burn. Here's how it sounds.
I think that sounds pretty cool.
Here's the music Camel T made. I think it turned out great. I'm gonna show you the entire boss fight, including the music, in a second. For now, I wanna thank Camel T for making the music and all the playtesters for helping me test. You guys are amazing. Camel T has a channel for his music. You can find it in the description. I'm gonna leave you now with a playtester trying to beat the boss. And yeah, see you later.
Guys, that's us. That's me. I'm not even wearing the same shirt. I own 2 shirts, confirmed. Okay? Wow. Wow, guys, it's us. Some good gameplay. This guy knows what he's doing. Who wants to play Apex?
Oh no, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Now.
Don't get me stuck down here. Oh, fuck you.
I do swear a lot.
Yeah, I see you up there, you motherfucker. I love the trail when he leaves so I can see where he's gonna go. No, 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 don't get me stuck, don't get me stuck. Okay, chill. No, no, no.
He does seem like a pretty good
That's
gamer.
good, I think. That's not good, that's not good.
Same shirt. Get the fuck out of here. This is like a sweater. I only own like 2 colors though, black and gray.
No, 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 okay, don't go, don't die, don't die. First try. Oh, is there a second phase? No, 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 please be dead. The music's not stopping. Maxing, my heart can't do it. I'm old, I'm 32. I'm gonna die. Okay, I think I'm good. Are we good? I did it? Thank you! Woo! Alright, you go to youtube.com/_MZZeth under MZ.
Look at that. What a guy. Maximus. Great video. Mostly because I carried it. No, I'm just kidding. No, Maxi's really cool at doing all the audio stuff. And he's one of the only YouTubers I see do that kind of thing. So, yeah. Good on him, dude. You can say my cringe history of stuff I watch. Play this on repeat a lot. Will this demonetize the stream? Whenever I'm Discord talking to you guys and you can't hear what I'm listening to, it's this on repeat, okay? This has been my brain lately. Okay. I think the plan tomorrow is to get a lot of work done. We have it all set in front of us. We have what we need to do. And to be honest, we should have pulled the trigger. Me and my brainworms. We should have pulled the trigger on this a little while ago. Basically, the challenge room is going to happen. We need the art there. We need the code there. We need to be aware of the code. It has to be something we can modulate. Something we could work with going forward. This channel, like this actual music, I don't know. It's just a random guy. But this song is unless you're talking about my channel, which you know my channel. Shut up, Beats, if you're talking about my channel. But this is based. God damn it! It's just a remix of the song. Makes me feel sad. Especially this comment here. Time passes, people move. This one right here. Like a river's flow, it never ends. A childish mind searching a noble ambition. Young love will become deep affection. Clear water surface reflects growth. Yeah, there's something about that, man. Gives you the feels sometimes. I don't know, just the way everything changes as you get older. People used to know, they drift away, and they're gone forever. Then you meet them again, and they're not who you think they are. Sad stuff. But, okay, tomorrow we gotta work on stuff. That's the plan. So we probably won't stream at all, I'm thinking. I hope I get a lot done. Tuesdays always feels like there's a lot of pressure. It's my one day off from work, the one day where I'm not doing anything. I don't even leave the house, aside from walking the dog. So, Romeo, is that how you say Romeo? Play my game. Alright, hold me to that for next time, buddy. Because I am tired and we've been kind of busy day today. And I don't want to sleep until like 10 o'clock tomorrow. I want to wake up early and actually get stuff done. So the most productive I can be is if I get up early, and it's already getting close to midnight here. So if I stay up any longer, it probably won't happen. Yeah, Romeo and Juliet. Romeo. Oh, Romeo. Okay, gotcha. No, repeat the song. I want it. It's a good repeatable. It's a looper. Okay, listen. It loops perfectly. It's gonna work. Wait for it. It wasn't that good. All right. Have fun. Good night, everyone. Yeah, pretty much. Let me just take a second here to think about. I'm mostly talking to myself here. What do I want to do? The art has to get done, and it needs to get finished on lighting. This lighting clashes. Although does it clash? It's not perfect. We need to make the rest of the art as detailed as this little section here. Pillars here. God, how much do I just want to do an art day? An art day would be fun. We have to do art and coding. Learn normals. Maybe. Probably not, though, to be honest with you. Almost 100% not doing that. Only because we Googled it, and it left me more confused. And it was a 17-minute video, and you were like, that wasn't even right. So I'm going to watch 17 minutes. I'm going to be 17 minutes older. When you're as old as I am, different. That's 17 minutes is a lot. Okay. The plan is to do two things. To do the art, do the decoding. Be in a good spot. Actually, you know, I am way better at environment art, because this I like. This guy I don't right now. He's just clashing. Everything about him is clashing. But we can do stuff. We can fuck with him. We can desaturate him. We can make him darker. Look at that. Already looks better. Kind of fits. Plus, when we bring him into Godot, he's going to have some kind of stuff happening. When you work on art for your game, make sure you put your assets together before you bring them to Engine. And that's the last piece of advice I'll give you guys. If you're doing something in Photoshop here, I'm always going to do, when I do mock-ups, when I do anything, I want to see it like this. I know the game doesn't look like this. There's fog, there's the canvas modulate, there's lighting effects. All that stuff is super cool. Should look at the program materialize for normals. Maybe. I think I have close to like the good enough setup. What am I saying? I don't know if I need to add any more like techniques to what I'm doing. I think we're okay. I'm happy with how the game looks. I just want to get content out, right? I don't really want to add steps to the process. But maybe this can be a moment where I look back and go, I'm such a dumb fuck, I should have been doing it. My brain's processing. Hold on, give me a second. Here's what I think normal. I mean, normal. Here's what I think different. You need to send me a convincing reason that we should be doing normals. Like a video that's like, this is before, this is after. You can't send it on this, by the way. If you send any links in here, they get insta deleted from me. I don't know why. I tried my best to make that not happen, but I can't. It's one reason why I think I don't like YouTube streaming so much. You can't. I want linkers. I want people to send me links. On Discord, though, DM me, okay? And send me some convincing thing. And if it convinces me, probably not tomorrow, but someday, in this project, we'll do something like that. But for now, I don't want to overcomplicate everything, if that makes any sense. We need to draw the environment. We need to draw characters that are watching this gladiatorial stage. We probably need to draw, I don't know if they're tables, I don't know where they're at, if they're benches, right? Probably benches, right? If it's a gladiator. This guy might actually even be up here, right? Chilling. Maybe with like some kind of thing he's shaking. I don't know what he's doing. Then probably cages, I'm thinking. And then what's happening is that you're putting your weapon in a box, so we need to code that. It's gonna be a lot to do tomorrow if we all do it tomorrow. You walk up to what would that code be? You walk up to this object. There has to be a confirmation. You can't just walk up and it takes your weapon and mods. So maybe some prompt where you hit yes, or you walk away, right? You don't have to have no. The idea is it's going to take your weapon away from you, take your mods away from you, give you a new weapon you don't know what you're going to get. Then the cage is open, you're locked in this room, you're fighting. Once you win, you have the ability to get your old weapon back, and your mods come back regardless of what weapon you take. That seems to be the plan right now. Is there any glaring issue with that plan, by the way, before we go to sleep and dream of selling 3 or 4 copies of this game? You're not going to know what weapon you're going to get. It's going to be random. There's no interaction button in the game. For the sole reason why there's no interaction button in Isaac. There just wasn't one in Isaac, so I don't have one. Actually, there is. Sort of E is the interaction button. We just don't use it for anything. We use it for sitting at the fire. We use it for starting the lantern. Oh, maybe we just use E. But if your lantern's already started, then you waste your lantern thing. It's fine. We could just use... You could walk up to it, and a little dialogue thing could pop up. Fuck, what would that look like? God, this is why game development can be so hard. These are probably more interesting than most of the stream. So what happens is that you sort of have ideas for how a game should work, right? And then as you sort of plan it out and walk through step by step, you'll see how your brain glossed over really important details. What's happening? Am I pressing a button? Is there a menu? Am I now drawing this menu on screen? And what does that menu represent? Why does it have to be a menu, right? There's all these things you sort of need to figure out. Is there a visual interesting aspect to this pop-up? Is it like a void that's taking in your... Is it a chest? Where are we putting our weapon? A locked box? A void to like a nether void or something. There's all these interesting ways you can go. based on some of the games I've seen you make before, I think it'd be a fun challenge for you is to make a super bright, happy, and colorful game that so happens to be super violent. Well, going forward, yeah, I could see something like that. But, or in a level, I could see that for a level of this game. I really want to do bright and happy areas. I said this before, but I think a really important part of a game like this, for me, or at least what I want to lean into, is different visual elements. I really hate the idea of watching a trailer for a game and every fucking scene looks like the same thing. Like, I don't know why, that just turns me off. It feels like we aren't going anywhere, we aren't doing anything interesting or exciting. Some of the most exciting stuff about the Elden Ring DLC trailer was when they're just cutting to these crazy colors and these crazy environments. Even if the gameplay is the same piece to piece, that sells me on everything. I'll be honest, it really does. Use a sign from the pumpkin game. We're definitely going to use some assets from the game jams for something. I don't know if I've talked about this in detail yet, but we're going to use game jam stuff in this game in an interesting way, I think. But I don't want to say too much because I want to get there. I want to make it. I don't want to like overhype doing it. I just want to make it. Anything in this stream is more interesting than my brain shutting down trying to create a room-based wave spawner. A round-based wave spawner. That's what my game is. It's a round-based wave spawner. For one thing that I decided on for my round-based wave spawner, I will say this. I don't know if this will help you or hurt you, Guild2 Dev. So, I was running into lag in Godot 3.5 when I would spawn enemies. When a wave would end or a new wave would start, my solution to that, it's for my game entirely, and probably not for every other game. I was only doing like 7 waves. So what I decided is that when we load the level, let's just load all of the waves. I think totally it added on a second of loading, depending on... It all depends on how much has been loaded in the past. This might be bad practice. I'd rather take that loading at the front end of loading a new level, and then when I'm in combat, there's a 0% chance that anything crazy is going to happen. The enemies are all loaded in, because that stutter was killing me. Any kind of stutter. I know there's a way to load stuff in the background, but in Godot 3.5, it doesn't seem to be like working. I'm using background loading for certain things, and I could be a dumb fuck. That's totally true, but like, yeah, it didn't seem to be doing what I wanted to do. So instead, every time I start the game, which is why sometimes I get upset that I accidentally hit the start button when I don't mean to. When I hit the start button here, it's loading every wave of enemy right now. And there you go. Which I thought was worth it to me. So now, in the background of all this, it already knows every wave that's going to load, the order of the waves. Because the waves are not random enemies, it's predetermined. And I saved them out. It was like wave 101, wave 102, and so on and so on. And then different levels we can do 201, 202, and whatever it has to be. Tiny bit more loading than lag during the game sounds better. Yeah, that was my idea, but I think some people, or at least in Godot 4, maybe it works better. You can load in the background. I just couldn't get it to work. Yeah, there's this weird thing where, and I could show it, like if I spawn every weapon in the game, these are all chests stacked on top of each other right now. So if I walk into this, it'll load every weapon in the game -1, because this chest's already spawned in, and this weapon's already there. There's nothing I can do about it. That weapon won't spawn in here. Now, if I do this, what's going to happen is the game's going to freeze up for a second. Because even though I've loaded all these chests are in, and in the code for the chest, it says, it's like a background load. And maybe you guys are smart. Maybe you guys can tell me why this is not working. Let's bring it up. This is probably not, just because there's only a couple of us here, and this is a really specific problem. Weapon chest. Weapon loader is the code. And this is code I learned online. It does this. And as far as I know, this is supposed to load something in the background. And in fact, when I print, I'll like print the parts that it's loading. It's like the pole here. It like prints like 1 out of 2, 2 out of 2, whatever it is. It prints like the parts of it. So it makes it sound like it's actually loading them in parts. But then when I go to walk over this chest, I'm pretty sure it's going to freeze up for a second. Yeah, right there. I don't know if you saw that. So it like hard freezes the game for a second while it loads all of that, puts it all in. And I don't think there's any way around that, as far as I can tell. The chest one doesn't work because let's say there's 100 guns in my game. I can't load 100 guns every time I load a level, right? So I have to sort of commit to... I mean, I could technically load every chest that I could, but then there's randomized chests, right? There's a chest % chance to drop. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that one would be. But maybe I'm just okay with a little bit of lag. There's always a way around it. I'm just worried that this might be the one thing Godot 3.5 doesn't do well, or I don't understand it. Those are one of the two things. Why does your game have like GLES3 on the top right? Top right. It has like the frame rate. are using the physics server. I have no idea. The physics server. Always blame the engine. I'd never blame Godot. Godot has got me everything I want in life. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's always Godot. What the fuck, guys? I should have been using the Unreal Engine. This would never have happened. By the way, I'm just happy that this... It's not running the best because we're streaming and doing all this stuff, but I'm happy that I can roll through all these guns and hypothetically it won't break. Right? All these guns are unique. There's no duplicates. It's just nice that this is all sort of working. I say, as I hope it doesn't break. Okay, looks like it's good. I'm expecting this all to break once we do make a demo and give it to you guys, and you guys, you know, graciously try out my dumb game. I'm expecting you to be like, wow, all the guns turned into revolvers because I played it 13 frames a second on my iPad Pro. So you need to fix that or else I'm refunding all the Steam purchases and I'm going to get CPS to take away your dog or whatever. These jokes are funnier if I could think faster. I promise. Could you have a bunch of generic collectible objects always loaded and just pass them specific data when they need it? I'm trying to think that through. The problem is when I go to do the load function, whenever I do any kind of loading, I feel like it always freezes up for a second. And which is okay. Like let's close this out. And let's just make one chest appear. And maybe this will never happen in the game. It'll never be a problem. But like hypothetically, we'll just make one chest appear and we run into it. Will there be any lag? No, it's fine. With 2 chests, it's fine. But yeah, with 5 it does that. And maybe I just have to be okay with it, right? Maybe that's just part of the thing. As they point out, there's always a way around it. There's a bunch of weapon mods. That's all we've been doing for the past stream, just making sure this doesn't break. Although I'm not so convinced. Also, it looks bad when they shouldn't normally be like this, okay? They shouldn't normally be like all spawned. But we're breaking the game, we're just spawning them with dev codes. And now we should be able to pick up any more, so we're good, we just walk through them. Cool. We should be able to pick up 2 more. Cool. And then, when we pick up this weapon, it should drop 2. It does. Okay. Listen, this is good enough for us now. I would look at 2D physics server when you have a second. Where am I looking at though? 2D physics server. Might solve your issues. Top right in Godot, the version perhaps. I'm in Godot 4. Oh yeah. I have no idea what this does. No. Cancel. I don't know what this does. I have no idea. I think it's a Godot 3 thing. I'm sure in the documentation, it's going to explain everything. But I don't want to read it. I just don't want to. But yeah, I do see that on the top there. There's so few buttons I never use. Like I've never even done the asset. I don't know what this is. Assets? I have no idea. Do these people have my passwords? What is this? I don't know. I have no idea. Is this free? Do I have to pay for this? Should I put my credit card in? Okay. We said we're leaving early and now it's 11:50. But we are recentering. That's important to recenter. This is my own personal Trello board, is me talking to you guys. And then it'd be like my own personal Trello board if you deleted Trello every time you used it. It's plugins. Oh, okay. Is there shader stuff in here? Can we make our game pretty by downloading stuff? I don't know. Radial menu? Man, it'd be kind of nice to see how this stuff actually works. Radial menu? I didn't even thought about making a radial menu. Fuck, how would that even work? I bet you if I opened that and I looked at the code, I would be devastated. I'd be like, I don't know how to... I'd be so like, I'm out of it. Godot Shaders is a website. Okay, goshaders.com. Hey Zeth, use Trello. Listen here. You old man. Okay. I'll pull up Trello right here. Listen here. Log in. Okay. Email. I'm sure this is gonna work, Copian. Look at that. Oh, this is me and Chris. This is from the Cat Jam game. I see. I do use Trello. All right. Look at all the stuff we did. one time. That's right. Go jam. Alright, so now we need a new one. Create a new board. Oh, I don't want to look up mountain. I guess I do want a mountain. Nick said make this. Add list. Okay, we need wall art. Oh no, is that no? Oh fuck, no, that wasn't right. Oh no. Is this like the to do? Is that what I'm doing there? Add another list. Done. Super done. Is this how you use Trello? Are you helping or hurting? Add a card. Draw wall art. Okay, good. Draw wall hangout art. No, it's obviously art. Well, hangout sit spot. We need audience. Okay, that's all the drawing we gotta do. To do, done, super done. That seems right. In between doing. Oh, yeah. Wait, that makes more sense. Can I move this one? Doing. Okay. Nothing. Okay. That one's good so far. We got that down. Then we got code stuff. We gotta code it all. Okay. I think this will really set us on the right path, guys. First off, we got a mountain in the background. Second off, we're committed. Nick told us to make it, we made it. Alright. Low Energy MZ is officially in the chat. Let's, I want to thank everyone for putting up with me and hanging out. Thank you guys so much, I really appreciate it. I can see that, like, 20 minutes ago I was saying goodbye and we lost all our viewers and I didn't leave. And we're back to 20 again. This is funny as fuck. I say bye and then I sit here and keep talking. Oh, you can, yeah, wait, you can, here we can show it. This is when I said bye, I think, somewhere around here. That's just funny. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, guys. Alright, no, for real, I'm going to bed. Thank you guys for watching, as always. Thank you for letting me do a lighting stream. I mean, a lighting tutorial. And just putting up with all the dumb stuff. I loop every time, but it's fun to loop. It's fun to just get these ideas out. And I think sometimes we're saying new interesting things, and sometimes we're just kind of ranting. Alright. I hope I can finish this game. I really do. We worry about it. I'm sure you guys worry about your games too. But tomorrow should be a good day. I should start using my PTO at work. I used to use them for game jams. We should start using them for this. Set an alarm, wake up, no going to work, getting paid to stay home, and just working on this. Because I want to finish it. I want to make it there. Alright, guys. No, Alec, I think I'm going to take the day off tomorrow. And I think... I wanted to take it off today, I gotta be honest. Today was a rough day for me. I don't know why. Yeah, mentally I was all over the place. It's weird. I woke up this morning, whatever, the morning that I woke up, right? And yeah, it was just really sad. And I just kind of sat there. I don't sleep in my bed yet. I can, it's upstairs. I sleep on the couch. I don't know, I just feel like the dog's right there. It's nice. I'll put on some Zelda speedrun and I'll just sleep there. Because there's no reason to go upstairs. I don't need all the space. So I woke up this morning and I was just like, I don't know. Sad. And sometimes it just goes away and it's fine. That's kind of the process of where I'm at in life. Like, there's just stuff that just gets you down. And it just didn't go away all day. And you start to realize that, like, so when you're in a relationship, there's these people that, like, their whole job is to be with you, and so they have to put up with the ups and downs of being with you. But that's not really true when you don't have that person, you go to work. And usually people at work are really supportive, really cool, but sometimes people just have their own shit going on, right? And I'm not gonna, like, put my shit on other people, so... yeah, it was just one of those days where it was like everything was just sort of kept in. Yeah. Which was whatever. It was fine. But there's gonna be days like that, right? Where you just, it's part of life. And I think it's good to get good at doing that alone. Just being alone, being with it, and being fine. Yeah. Yeah, I feel more connected with the audience now than a lot before. Because I know a lot of you guys are sort of like solo guys. Not just in game dev, but in life a lot. Younger guys usually, but yeah, still. Bro, you know I made an attack and an attack animation. Then use it. Then when I use my attack and after the frame stuck at the first frame in Godot. Bro, can you tell me how to fix this? I can't tell you how to fix it right now. It would really depend on what's happening. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Love your videos. Thank you, buddy. Check if there's code that's stopping your animation from playing. Check if there's code that's playing at every frame. Sometimes I do dumb stuff like that. Early on, I'd have code that says like, when I attack, when I'm entering the attack state, play the attack animation. Well, the attack state is being entered every frame, so the attack animation is getting played every frame, so the attack animation is playing the first frame and not the second frame ever. It's just replaying the same one. Just check for something like that. I don't know. It's hard to know what your situation is. But, okay. We've done the I'm going to go thing 3 times. At least 2 times. This is the 3rd time, so I'm officially going to go. Love you guys. Alright. I'll see you guys later.